For most of history, domestic abuse has relied on a simple mechanism to survive: physical isolation. Without a witness in the room, there is rarely an intervention. On January 18, 2025, that dynamic played out inside an apartment in London. Matvey Rumyantsev, 23, began a brutal, hour-long assault against a young woman. Rumyantsev repeatedly struck the victim and dragged her by her hair. She later told the court she believed she was going to die, trapped in a modern apartment where no physical neighbors could see what was happening. In any previous era, this closed door would have guaranteed the attacker total impunity and the victim absolute silence. But the physical isolation was suddenly pierced by the sound of a ringing FaceTime call. On the other end was 19-year-old Barron Trump, calling from the United States, more than 3,000 miles away. The physical door to the apartment remained shut, but the digital window had just been blown wide open. Rumyantsev chose to answer the call rather than ignore it. He was driven by an intense jealousy over the caller's social media connection to his girlfriend. For a window of only 5 to 7 seconds, the camera captured a shirtless man before flipping to show the victim crying on the floor. Rumyantsev was attempting to weaponize the screen, using the live connection to punish the victim and exhibit his dominance to her friend in America. The tactic backfired. By answering that call, he inadvertently transformed a private assault into a witnessed, prosecutable crime. After the call dropped, the witness immediately dialed the London emergency police line from across the Atlantic. The 999 transcript captures a stark friction. While the dispatcher asked standard bureaucratic questions, like, "How do you know her?" the caller pushed back, stating, "I don't think these details matter. She's getting beat up." To get past the local red tape, the digital witness had to remain aggressive, keeping the focus entirely on the violent reality occurring on his screen. The alert worked. London police arrived at the Canary Wharf address, intercepted the assault, and took Rumyantsev into custody. In this moment, the friction of an entire ocean was overcome by the urgency of digital proximity. 1 year later, the case moved to Snaresbrook Crown Court to test how the justice system would handle a crime witnessed through a screen. Because the witness was in the U.S. and could not be cross-examined in person, the judge warned the jury to treat his account as hearsay. However, the combination of physical evidence, the victim's testimony, and the assailant's own behavior led to a 4-year prison conviction. Rumyantsev faced an additional charge for perverting the course of justice after sending a lead from jail attempting to coerce the victim into dropping the case. The court's final sentence addressed both the brutal physical violence and the assailant's continued attempts to manipulate the truth. This London case redefines what it means to be a bystander. Trauma and violence are no longer contained by physical walls or geographic borders. Our digital proximity now carries the weight of real-world responsibility. Our screens have evolved into active instruments of justice, delivering immediate accountability the moment a crime crosses the glass.